I trust all is well with all of you. It has been a while, and I am, yeah, eternally grateful. And as you see the question I asked, where are you? Where are you on your journey? Where are you since you've embarked on this journey? What are your views? How are you feeling? You know, what is your next? Yeah, because this journey is not for the faint-hearted, and this journey is the more in the rabbit hole you go, the more you realize you don't know, and the more you realize you need to know, you need to unlearn and relearn, and it is just so much. But I just wanted it to check in on some of you because it's been a while and we've been scattered and introduced to so many new things. And we've been exposed to so much that we did not know. Kingdom greetings to you, kingdom greetings. And it made us, a lot of us, to go into self-isolation, you understand, to rethink and reevaluate and realign ourselves with the new information that we now have. Um, and how do we use it? How do we analyze the information that we have? I remember so many times hearing Nabi Jonathan with his Kimbo, Natan and Zambi, Amazulu, and it quickened a lot of us as I talked to so many people on this journey. A lot of them came into their awakening in 2019. It truly 2020 truly was an end of an era and the beginning of an next, end of a dispensation and the beginning of another dispensation. And so wherever you find yourself in this journey, wherever you are at right now in this journey, I want to encourage you not to give up, not to quit, not to throw in the towel, not to become discouraged, but to continue to stay focused, to continue to be encouraged, to continue to explore. Because one of the things I was telling the group that I meet with on Sundays called the High Vibe Tribe is they taught us to only see in this world 3D. We only see in this world, we only see the 3D. But they've never taught us how to see above and beyond. They never taught us fully how to go within ourselves. How do we go within ourselves? And this is something that is scary that we are learning on this journey. And a lot of us are doing it by ourselves. And so I came by to encourage someone along this journey to be gentle with yourself, to not be afraid to acknowledge the changes that are transpiring, that has happened, to not to be afraid to want to know more, want to go deeper, want to see all of the various avenues of who we are. Like I said, this is not just one layer. This is layers upon layers, decades upon decades. Even the very scripture that we read tells us that we are in a world within worlds. This world is without end. Whether we want to believe it, acknowledge it, or not, they taught us to wait for a Savior to come and to wait for the return of the Messiah, wait for the return of, not allowing us to understand, and understand that the Savior that we're seeking is us. We are the change. We are the change. We are the mechanism for the change that we want to see. We are we say, where the buck stops here, whereas we change the old paradigm way of thinking and begin to be the change that we want to see, you know? Because at the end of the day, think about it. Our parents, our grandparents, our great grandparents, our great great grandparents, all of them keep on saying the end is near, the end is near, the end is near. The Messiah is 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 coming. And every time they build it, they put this fear factor inside of us. They caught everything we believed, everything we knew was based on fear. It was never truly based on us acknowledging the power that is within us. It was never about us activating ourselves. Even when the Messiah said, greater works we would be able to do. What are the greater works? We've been looking for the miracle signs and wonders and stuff like that. But we're looking for it from somebody else. We're looking for, how are we looking? We're looking for it outside of ourselves. How do you, how do I activate what's inside of me? How do I be able to use telepathy? How do I teleport? How do I activate my ability to see through walls? How do I activate my ability to what it was I want to say? To regenerate, rejuvenate my body, my cells, reactivate, restore my health. How do I do these things? And it comes with sitting with ourselves most first and foremost, and that's the scariest thing because they told us not to sit with our thoughts. You understand? But where it is our thoughts is what helps us, what gives us the greatest insight. But we are afraid of our own thoughts because we keep on pulling down all vain imagination and every high thing that exalts itself. When that high thing is you now trying to move into the best version or the highest version of yourself. I don't know. It is time. How are you? Where are you on your journey right now? Are you stuck? Do you need help recalibrating, rerouting all of the information that you now have? They tell us, okay, Christianity, Muslim, Hindu, Scientology, what else? You understand? Now they talk about the Anunnakis, the Pleiadians, the this thing, the next thing, African spirituality. All of these things are layers. But the very Bible tells us we are what? Spiritual beings having this human experience. They tell us about the cloning that is going on and oh, how much people have become consumed and overwhelmed by the files that was just released with all the atrocities that was done to some people. And I want to talk about our people who were just gatekeepers because we were the delicacy, we were the main course, we were what they eat, we were what the blood they drank. It's terrible. It's crazy the things that they did. But I'm trying to help you not to get stuck there because what they try to do is put us back into a loop, put us back into that fear-based mentality. That's what they did with the pandemic. It was all about keeping us in a loop, keeping us fearful. You can't go outside. You gotta put on a mask. You gotta do the next. You gotta do the next, and all this different stuff. All of it is a continuous bullying, fear mongering, keeping you in a loop. You know, right? You know, and that's it. How? And so I encourage you wherever you're at on your journey. I don't know where you're at. And if you're stuck, reach out. You're not alone in this journey. Yes, it feels lonely, like nobody understanding what it is you're seeing, you know, what it is you're going through, what it is you're now learning, what it is you're now being exposed to. You feel like it is just you. But that's isolation there again at a whole time. Oh, those strange doctrines, those doctrines of man. Why did they put some things inside those scripts to keep us in bondage, to keep us from exploring, to keep us from being enlightened, or keep us from coming into the fullness of who we are? Where are you on your journey right now? How are you feeling? What's going on in that mind of yours? Are you having those mind battles? Are you still having those elusive dreams and those vivid dreams as if you are literally participating in something? Because let me say this, when we sleep, this body is resting. That's all is resting is this flesh. But our spirit, we're traveling. We're going through realms and dimensions. We're seeing the alternative lives that we created when our eyes are open. So sometimes, whatever it is, that last thing you watch on television or YouTube or TikTok, you find yourself when you fall asleep, now you're interacting with that very last thing that you watched or you listened to. You have the ability to correct some things. But if you don't know, how would you be able to correct them? Please, I encourage you, don't be afraid. Don't be stuck. Know that you are well able to do exceedingly abundantly above what you could ask, think, or even imagine. Know that you have the power to walk on water. You have the power to declare things and watch it establish, to think something and watch it manifest. You have the power within you because all power, authority, dominion was given to us. When we come into this earth realm, we come into this earth realm with everything we need to manifest the life that we need to live. Think about it. I want you to think about it. Have you added anything to your body since you was born, from the day you came into this earth till now? Did you have to add your eyes? Did you have to add your teeth? Did you have to add your fingernails and your fingers and your toes? You didn't have to add those things. You came in with those things. Did you have to add something to you for you to be able to walk? Did you have to add something into your vocal cord for you to be able to speak? Everything that you need to function, to sustain yourself in this earth realm was already in you when you was formed and created in your mother's womb. Even the very scripture said, I foreknew you before you was even conceived, before your mother and father came together. to procreate, to create you. Everything was in you. So when they came together, all the ingredients came together and formed you. So everything that you need was in that creation moment. So when you came out of the womb, your mom, your dad didn't have to add something else to you. All their job was to do was to cultivate, to nourish, to pour into you, to speak into you, to point you into direction, to educate you, to stir up inside of you who you already was. I'm helping myself. Because at the end of the day, whilst we are on this journey, whilst we're in this earth realm, there's so much for us to unlearn, to learn, and to relearn. There's so much for us to be able to acknowledge. There's so much for us to explore inside of ourselves. There's so much abilities that we have, what they call quote unquote junk DNA. It's actually not junk DNA, it's just suppressed. Yes, I can say it's just suppressed DNA. Suppressed DNA that they suppress through various pharmaceuticals. It's suppressed. But if we could get to the place where as we can purge, if we could get to the place where as we can cleanse ourselves of everything that they forced inside of us, you would be able to do that same thing I said, exceedingly abundantly above that which you could think, even imagine. If you could just open up your eyes, open up your eye and see you as you truly are. See you as that overcomer. See you as that, mighty man of valor, mighty woman of valor. See you. If you read the book of Joshua, the book of Joshua talks about Joseph's brothers and all the abilities that they have to run on top of wheat and the wheat not even being bent, to be able to pick up a big boulder and throw it, to be able to sit on a rock and crush it, to be able to open up their mouth and scream, and women from far miscarried, even to the king fall off of his seat off the throne. These are the powers that are in our DNA. Where are you on your journey? Or are you still stuck in trying to wait for someone to come and save you? I'm waiting. Are you still waiting for someone to save you? Are you waiting for a ruler to come and rule over you, lord over you, point you in the direction on where you should go, what you should do, what you should eat, what you should drink? If you sit still with yourself long enough, you would know. But because we've been taught to depend on the prophet, the prophetess, the pastor, the apostle, the bishop, the nabi, to come and give us a word. What is the Spirit saying? We're going to be stuck for a long time. But if you take back your powers, you take back your authority, if you take back your abilities and speak I activate every gift that is laying dormant inside of me. Oh, glory. I activate the giftings that lay dormant inside of me. I speak forth that I would be able to do the things that my heart's desire. I would be able to accomplish all that was placed inside of me to accomplish when I came into this earth realm. I will no longer lie, stand, sit stagnated. But I will walk in the fullness of the power that worketh inside of me. I will create. I am a creator. I will create. Not only just with my hands, but with the words that I speak. That's the power. Where are you on your journey? Are you stuck? Do you need some help activating and take action? And if you do, please don't stay stuck. Reach out. Reach out so we can activate each other. Iron, they say iron sharpens iron as one man sharpens the other. We're supposed to be able to ignite something in each other. There's supposed to be an exchange of energy, exchange of impartation, they call it. With like what the story is with Mary and Elizabeth. When Mary met Elizabeth, something inside Elizabeth leaped, or something in Mary leaped. That means that was an activation. So that baby that was in that womb, but the baby was dying, and then it came into contact with somebody that can activate what's inside of it. And it leaped and it come alive. So there may be some things inside of you that are laying dormant, and you need to come into contact with the right person that can activate that gift inside of you, stir up that gift inside of you, that you could now run your race that is set before you. Think about the Messiah, the story that they gave us about him and the daughter that was lying dead inside the room. And he had to put the doubters out. Sometimes you got to get people from around you that doubt who you are, that are not on the same path, that are not on the same level of belief system that you are with. Move them so when you could speak to that dead situation and you could say, Talia Kome, you could speak to that dead thing and watch it come alive, that dead business, that wayward child that is not walking according to the alignment that you know that the Most High showed you that this child should be doing. That spouse, that house, that car, that country, that community, that neighborhood that you live in. You have the power to activate something inside of them, but you need to be in alignment, and there may be somebody else who can, guess what? Activate that spark inside of you so you could run with it. Run with it. You don't have to do it alone. There may be somebody that you could connect with that doesn't want to lord over you. Oh, I activate the gift inside of you, so now you got to be beholden. No, that's not how it's supposed to be. If I have the ability to activate a gift inside of you, my job is to activate that gift and let you be. Did the Most High, did he make those according to scriptures? If you read those scriptures, he didn't make none of those disciples pay him homage or apostleship fees or whatever these things I'm hearing now, buying me anniversarial this, and I need a car for my anniversary, and I need a house for my anniversary, and I need to go on a trip for my anniversary. He didn't do those things. If we really follow the scripts, he activated and he sent. He activated and he sent. He never lorded over anyone. Even when, what you call it, what that one name, blind Bartimaeus, he didn't tell him, come follow behind me. He just told him, take up your bed. And the 10 lepers, he didn't say, come and follow me. The blind man, he didn't say, come follow me. Let me be your Lord. Let me be your master. Serve me. Be my armor bearer. Be my student. Pay me this fees to get what I know. And mind you, I know some people saying, yeah, people don't appreciate the gift unless they're paying for it and stuff like that. And fine and dandy. If you're going to pay somebody, if you want to pay somebody to help you, that's fine. I'm not knocking that. Not knocking that. Please don't get me wrong. Because a lot of people use people's, come in contact with people, get activated, and then they forget who it was who helped them along the way. At least with the 10 lepers, one came back. He said, your gift will make room for you and take you before great men. I'm quite sure the Queen of Sheba, she didn't have to come with gold and silver and all those different things she came to Solomon with, but she did not come empty-handed. She came bearing gift, not because he asked for it, but hey, I'm going before this man. I want something that he has. So let me, be a blessing. And that's some of the things that we're lacking in terms of not so much that the man or woman need to put a price, but I think a lot of times they're putting a price because people come, they take, and they don't have, they're not conscious of, hey, I'm taking from this person. They got to eat, they got to drink, they got to live. You understand all the personal things that a person has to do. So come with a gift, come with a seed, come with an offering. Your offering is saying what Sheba did with Solomon. She's saying, I reverence, I respect the gift that is in your life. I respect what you have. I want that. I want to sit before you and see how you operate. I will be in your presence. Yeah, we know she left with more than just knowledge, but hey, she didn't come empty-handed. Where are you on your journey? And are you activating the gifts that are in you? It's time. It's time for movement, to get from that being stuck, for less of a word that I can use. You're stuck. You're running around on a hamster on a wheel. And so that's all I came to say today. Ask you that question. Where are you on your journey? And if you're stuck, seek help to help you get out of that place so you can continue on your journey doing great exploits. So you can continue on your journey so others can see and want to be able to become unstuck also, want to be able to continue their journey, because I may help you activate, and you now could go and help somebody else activate, and that person would help somebody else activate, walk in their giftings. And this is what it's all about. At the end of the day, it's all about us activating the gifts inside of us and taking action. Why we are here. Why am I still in this earth realm? Why have my voice was not silenced. My eyes was not closed. My body is not food for the canker worms and the palmer worms and you understand, for the earth. Because the work is not finished as yet. Somebody else I need to activate. Somebody else I need to speak life into their life. Somebody else I need to encourage on their journey so they can now run and not get weary. They can walk and not faint. Because why? Somebody spoke into their life and let them know their work is not finished. They got more to do. Your journey is not yet ended. So if you're stuck, reach out. Reach out so you can be reactivated. You know, sometimes we put a battery inside something, and after a period of time, the battery what? Goes dead. Sometimes you can recharge that same battery and give it a lifespan, but sometimes you got to take that battery and put a brand new battery inside of it. So sometimes um, we just need a jumper cable, like a car. We just need a jumper cable to jumpstart us to continue on our journey because we became weary, we became tired, we became disconnected because of whatever the situation or circumstances was or is at that particular time, at this particular time and moment. And so you need to be jump started, you need to be reactivated, you need to be re encouraged to continue. Don't give up, don't throw in the towel, don't lose hope. Please know that I would say it's cliche ish, the best is still yet to come because every day is a new day with new hope, new adventure. If you embrace every day as new and not the same old and bringing in from yesterday into the day and trying to figure out tomorrow before tomorrow comes, you're going to be okay. Tomorrow will take care of itself. Yesterday is dead and gone. Live in the what? Present. Open a gift called present, which is today, and embrace. Declare today is my greatest day. Today is the day that I will do great exploits. Today is better than yesterday, and today is. You understand? Embrace, 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 and take care of yourself. My new saying is, be gentle with yourself because we are on a journey. Love and appreciate all of you. And I trust that something that I've said has encouraged you to want to continue to run your course, run your race, and to be activated or reactivated in this journey. Evaluate, where am I on my journey? Am I stuck? And if I'm stuck, how do I move forward? How do I become unstuck? Who do I know in my circle who can help me? And reach out to them. Reach out. I love each and every one of you. And I want you to run your race. I want you to continue on your journey. I want you to be able to reach your maximum capacity and potential to do the great exploits, to activate your DNA, your superpowers. Because guess why? It would be a great injustice and loss if you came here into this world and did nothing, did not leave a legacy, did not leave your mark. You just came, you just exist, and you just exit. Time to be activated. Time to be recharged. Time to continue on your journey. Much love.